guys, welcome back to another episode to the Moms. I'm your host Amaris, and we have Kathy here. How is everyone doing? What are we doing for the weekend? Are we excited for the weekend? Are we just chilling? Are we just cleaning?
I think by the time this goes out, will it be like Mother's Day weekend, I think? Or no,
It'll be after.
Okay.
Yeah, after Mother's Day. It'll be the day before my birthday.
Yes, girl.
Hey,
31. 31.
31. Hey. Oh my gosh. I need to gloat for a little bit because it's my birthday.
Yes.
So we're going to an Asian fine dining restaurant for my birthday, and I'm so excited.
I'm excited for you.
I need to be good with like eating and not order out.
So that way you can go all
Not
out.
overindulge. We want to go all out. I'm going to send you this their Instagram page.
Send it to me.
Yo, I cannot wait. I'm so excited. Because you know me, I really love Asian food.
Same.
And this is like authentic fine dining.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my gosh, say no more.
Oh, that sounds good.
I think they also have, do they have bubble tea too? I don't know, but Abraham's like,
you're so cute.
So we're going in. I love, girl, stop, don't play with me. I love bubble tea. I love the bubbles.
Taro is like my jam.
Taro. Have you ever had taro desserts?
I think so. Maybe.
Girl,
I don't know.
It is so delicious. But yes, I have to gloat because I cannot wait to go to this.
Oh, I'm excited for you, girl. You deserve it.
I want to wear I do deserve it. I want to wear a nice black dress.
Ooh, she's
do
fancy.
My makeup. I've been wanting to wear this black dress for over a year now, so I'm just like, I'm gonna wear it.
Yeah.
I'm gonna wear it. So hopefully it's not too cold inside because it is like it's not a tank top, but it's like whatever this style it's called.
Girl, you're fine. Like, remember us back in the college days? I mean, I wasn't going out to clubs.
I wasn't going out.
But I saw all the other girls going out in like their itty bitty dresses and
oh yeah. Their Victoria's Secret costumes and it's just bra and underwear and a robe. You've never seen that?
Yeah, I've seen that. That's crazy.
Oh my gosh. I was like, girl, your booty ain't like clenching from coldness. But in today's topic, guys, sorry for that rant. We're talking about friendships.
Yeah.
Maintaining friendships as adults.
All things friendships.
Lost. All things friendships.
Might be all over the place, but that's okay.
Might be. But that's okay because we're moms and we're always all over the place.
Yes, exactly. You couldn't have said that better. So,
oh my goodness.
Where should we start?
So I want to start back into my childhood, back in the day when I wasn't a mom and I didn't have any responsibilities. I was always a shy child, shy and quiet child. So I remember the only like true real friend I ever had was in Hoboken and Wallace School, and her name was Allison, and that was my girl. Aww. And then we moved to a different city in Hudson County, and I lost that connection with her. And ever since then, I feel like I haven't my childhood. Like ever since then, I feel like I haven't had like that friend that was like a true friend. Aww. So when I went to college, I kind of knew I knew I was going to meet people that were going to be in my circle and everything, but I didn't know how much work it takes to maintain those friendships, especially when you're a mom.
I know, maintain friends, make friends. It's so hard, especially as I was very shy too. I've always been shy my entire life. And that's something that I always struggled with, was making friends and maintaining them. In college, I didn't really have that many friends, to be honest with you.
Yeah, I feel like I had like a good handful because I worked on campus and we had our own like cliques and stuff. So like that was very fun. But I think I was moving faster in life than other people.
I get you.
And I feel like when friendships are like that, it's kind of hard to want to be at their level and their mentality of things because I'm so like
so glad you brought that up. I'm so glad you brought that up.
And we're still gossiping about shit that I don't fucking care about. I'm just like, I can't deal with that, you know?
I'm so glad you brought that up, and I didn't think I was going to bring this up, but I had a really good, I guess you could say, childhood friend, and I don't know, hopefully she doesn't listen to the podcast. I won't say her name. But it was one of those things we didn't have a fallout in our relationship. I think we just kind of drifted apart because I felt like I was moving a little bit faster in life. I was, I had graduated college, and then I got a job in the city, and I was doing all these things, and she was kind of not, like, she was still going like to parties and like stuff like that. So we kind of just drifted apart because we were just on different wavelengths. Like, we just weren't aligning at the time. But I will say, I now, like, you know, I do see her on social media sometimes, and I think about her sometimes because I now I see that she's like in a really good place. But what do you do in situations like that? Like, have you ever been in that situation where you've had this lifelong friend and, you know, you don't speak for X amount of years, but you maybe follow each other on social media, and you see that you both are doing well now, and you see like you're both happy? Like, how does that make you feel? Like, do you ever think to reach out to that person? Maybe you see on social media like they've had a huge life change, and it's like, do you reach out? I don't know. I just feel like it's so awkward at this point. You know what I mean?
I think it depends.
Like, do you remember me? Like, you know what I mean? It's just weird.
Right. Well, I feel like if you guys are friends on socials, you guys should remember.
Yeah.
But if you're not, then it's kind of just like, it is what it is. But I think going back to high school, I don't really have any high school friends.
Okay.
When we graduated and did what's it called, like grad night, where they like keep you all night.
Project graduation.
Project grad. I said my goodbyes because I knew I wasn't coming back. I did.
I don't know why that just gave me chills.
Yeah, I knew.
Wow, Amaris, that's deep.
I knew the type of person I wanted to be and where I would be going in life, and I knew being friends with anyone in high school wasn't it. I don't know if it was well, they were staying stagnant, staying up north,
well, that makes
staying
sense.
Close to home.
They weren't like,
I was leaving the nest,
okay,
and I was going
sense.
down south. So I knew I wasn't going to be friends with them because we were going to be in two different sides of South Jersey. So I kind of said my goodbyes. I have some people still on Instagram, but I have no one from high school on Facebook. But Instagram, I still have a couple of people. I think there's like two of them that I'll say like, oh my gosh, congratulations, that's so exciting.
I know.
Happy
there's
for
always,
you. Yeah, I'll do that. But other than like, hey, let's hang out, let's do this, it's never gonna happen. Like, it's just not. And it's not like there's no like animosity or hate. It's just
you went a different direction in life, and that's okay.
Right. And that's okay. And it's the same thing for people like in college, the ones that I spent so much time with. It's like we're just two different levels of mindset, where you guys are still single, unmarried, or childless, and I'm a mom. I have to be a mom first before I can be a friend. I do think the friends who stick by you when you do become a mom and they offer that support, I think those are the friends you hold on to.
100%.
And I only have two of those.
I'm glad you brought that up because, again, and I hope this person's not listening to the podcast, but my childhood best friend, you know who she is. I don't know. We don't really talk anymore.
Yeah. It
does make me sad, but I'm so busy now as a mom that it's like the last thing I have time for is to like or maybe I just haven't I haven't processed that. I don't know. Is the friendship over? Is it not? Like, I don't know.
Right.
I don't know. We're kind of in I'm in limbo. I don't know what's going on with that friendship. I love her to death. Like, but since I became a mom, things are different. She's maybe seen Grayson, I think twice or three times maybe. That's all I can say about that friendship because I just don't know.
Right.
And yeah, it is sad. But for college, I had a little bit of a different experience because I did meet lifelong friends in college. Only a few. One being Ariel. Shout out to Ariel, girl. I know you listen to the podcast.
I know.
I know you listen to the podcast. That is my girl. We were roommates basically all through college, like 3 out of the 4 years. And that is my girl. We it's funny because we went to the same high school, but we didn't know each other.
For real?
It's a long story. It's a long story. But one day I was walking. I after school, I was going to an open house to Montclair by myself. I was going to take the train, and I was with another friend. And that friend that I was with knew Ariel. She saw her walking, and they were like, "Oh, like where are you going?" She was like, "Oh, where are you guys headed to?" And we're like, "Oh, we're going to Montclair, like to an open house." We're like, "Do you want to tag along?" And she's like, "I mean, I'm going to Seton Hall, so I don't really see a point in going. Like, I got accepted to Seton Hall." She's like, "But sure, like I'll tag along." And we went to the open house together, and she ended up like loving the campus. She's like, "I'm gonna apply to Montclair," and she got accepted, but didn't think anything of it. First year, I didn't really see her. I maybe saw her a couple of times on campus, but and I think at the end of that year, I had to reach out to her and I was like, "Do you want to be roommates next year?" Like that. Okay. And she was like, "Yeah, let's do it." And then like the rest is history. And like we're still friends to this day. We're going on a girls trip like in a couple weeks. So
I love that.
Yes, it warms my heart. And then another friend is Mike. He's obviously doesn't listen to the podcast. But we met him. I think Ariel and I were throwing a party in our dorm or something like that. And we needed alcohol. So we were trying to look around campus, and Blue came across this guy. His name was Mike. He was like, "Hey, I'll sell you this bottle." Or no, Blue was like, "Can I buy the bottle off of you?" He was like, "Can you invite me to your party?" And the rest is history. Like we've been friends ever since. And Mike is a doctor now, and he's married to the love of his life, who's also a doctor. And it's just, it's so nice. I don't talk to him all that often, but he's just one of those like friends for life kind of thing, you know?
I love that.
Isn't that such a cool story?
That is. That is. Oh man, I have to ask. So your other friend Bree, was she from Montclair too?
No. So Bree was best friends with Ariel.
Okay, gotcha.
They met in, I think, North Bergen High School. They both went there for like. Bree is from North Bergen.
She
is, and then I think Ariel and her were in North Bergen High School for a little bit, and then Ariel transferred to my school, and then I think Bree transferred. I don't know what Bree was doing in my school, but I didn't know her either. I didn't even see her. I don't think I remember her in my high school at all. But one day, Ariel invited her over on campus, and we just clicked like right away. Bree's like one of the funniest people I know. And and then we just kind of been friends ever since.
And then the rest is history.
Yeah.
I love that. My 2 girls I met in college. So the first one, Dominique. I saw her in the EOF. She smiled at me, and I saw a diamond ring on her finger, and I looked at Angel, and I was like, "What?" Oh, I know the story.
Like, she married?
She married or something. And I always talk to her about that. You give me that big ass smile with your diamond ring, and I'm just like, the fuck is that? But yeah, it wasn't an engagement ring. It was a promise ring, and I'm like, holy moly. But anyways, for rest is history. That girl drives me nuts as if she's like my sister. That's my bestie from a testy.
Now, question for you. Yes. Because you're shy. Dominique's an extrovert, right?
Oh my God, yes. I'm very quiet when she's around.
I thrive like on those kind of friendships where like the other person is like very high energy and talkative, because I have a friend like that, Amara. I'm just throwing out all the names today. Amara and I met at a bar at a brewery. That's like another story. Do you want to hear the story? Do you guys want to hear the story real quick? Anyways, Blue, my husband, he was like volunteering at this brewery and in a town that we used to live in, Cranford. And he called me. I was at work. He's like, "Hey, like, come on over. I met this amazing couple. They're here." I'm like, "No, I had just hit my car. I was trying to get out of the parking garage. of my building, and I scratched my brand new car. I was like, no, I'm not going. I'm so pissed off about my car. And he's like, no, come. Ended up going, and she was just like this ball of like personality, and her husband's amazing too, and we're like lifelong friends now. Like we were I don't think we were engaged, but they were engaged. They invited us to their wedding, and then they came to our wedding, and it's just I love those kind of personalities. Like she's very open and fiery and just very talkative and extroverted. It just kind of makes it easy. I don't know how to explain it. Like it's never awkward.
It does. No, it's never awkward because they always have something to say. Sometimes I'm like, so my life is going good. Yeah. And just be like, yeah.
Yeah. I love that.
And then my other friend, Jackie, she has 2 under 2, and that girl is busy. Yeah. But I met her towards like the end of college.
Okay.
And we just like clicked. That's like my soul sister.
How did you guys meet again?
So our husbands are friends.
Okay.
So because they were friends.
How did they become friends? I want to know.
The rec center.
Okay.
So they became friends at the rec center, had similar job positions. So they were always talking, hanging out. I don't know when we all started hanging out, but we would go over to like their house and it would just be chill. Like we'll grab a blanket, take our shoes off, order food, watch movies, watch multiple. Like it was very chill vibes, and like we love that.
You guys were kind of similar because you and Abraham were together for a long time, and her and Andrew were together, right, for a long time. A long time, so you kind of had very similar goals, and
we did. That's and
nice.
I think that's why we clicked so much.
That's hard to find, especially in college.
It is.
I don't think I had that.
Find.
Yeah.
No, I didn't. She's the only, besides you and her, are the only people in my lives that they've been with their significant others for such a long time. And I'm so glad you brought that up, because I know you met Blue in college. I met Abraham in high school. And in high school, I kind of knew my friends. I mean, they were my friends, but I also knew they kind of weren't my friends, because social media was such a big thing, and you see them posting pictures of them hanging out with like each other, and like I was never there, never there, and that hurt a lot. And I kind of took that as like, okay, like I'm just that friend you see at school, cool, whatever. So when I met Abraham, and he was like in a similar boat where like his friends weren't really his friends, they were more like his brother's friends, and they have like their own memories together. Yeah. But it wasn't always like the greatest. So when we got together, we really were just like about each other. I also met him when he was like in senior year of like high school. So he was going off to college. I had to know like if I personally had to know if this was going to waste my time or if this was going to be it. And I knew in my heart this was going to be it. So I was like, I don't care what friendship burns the bridges. Like, I don't care.
You guys were also neighbors.
Yeah. We were 4 houses.
That's crazy.
Away from each other.
Yeah, you don't tell the listeners that.
No, I don't. My husband and I, we were living in the same street for so many years. I was friends with his younger brother, and I also knew his friends too. But like, I always thought Abraham was weird because he loved the cold. He didn't like to wear jackets. And I'm like, why are you in a tank top and it's a blizzard? He's like, because I can handle the cold.
Yeah, he's always been like that.
I'm like, all right, whatever, you're weird, bye. And I literally said that. But yeah, I just knew Abraham was going to be part of my life. And it was going to be something significant. And look where I am now, witches. I'm here. Because oh my gosh, so many people will be like, where's Abraham and Amaris? Always together. Okay. And and what? I'm still together, even in college.
I'm sure.
I remember like Greek life. Yeah. Quickly on Greek life. I'm not gonna hate on you guys, but like Abraham was trying to like do that whole thing. And I don't know, something about it was like, I'm hearing way too much about this. I don't think this is the path you should do. I think you should just steer clear from it. And he did. So obviously word runs out and it's like, oh, he couldn't be like away from his girlfriend, yada yada yada. That was not it.
Yeah.
And then EOF, you're allowed to sign up to see if you're able to volunteer. I thought about doing that, but I backed out because I was like, I don't want to be here for an entire year. Like I did the EOF program. I was here for fall semester, spring semester, and then to be here for the summer and then to do fall semester. I was like, you know what? No. I miss home. I miss my family. I miss being in my own room. So I had mentioned that to like someone, and this biatch had the audacity to say, God forbid if you guys can not be together.
Oh, how annoying.
And I was like,
hater.
I was like, no, it's because I don't want to be here all year round. She was like, oh.
It's so annoying.
And to think that I wanted to like pledge for your like sorority, and that's the mentality you have, being shady, absolutely not. And I was just like, you see, no. I'm like, no. Though that's how you know Greek life was not meant for us, because
they just couldn't understand.
Right. And it's not like, oh, we couldn't be away from each other. It's just,
I know,
that's my person.
I know. No, I totally get it, because when I were college sweethearts, I remember I went into college like, oh, I had this mentality. I was like, I'm not gonna date. I'm gonna like live it up. I'm gonna live my best life in college. No boyfriend, like no serious commitments. No bitch. Met Blue my freshman year in that EOF program, and we were together. We've been together ever since. But people were very like, they either supported our relationship, but I think after like year 1, year 2, it was like, oh, like you guys are still together, like, oh, like you guys only hang out with each other. And girl, sit your ass down for this one, because this is what I was going to tell you earlier. There was this guy who I actually went to high school with, and we were like in a few classes, and like we were kind of like not friends, but like we would talk, you know, in class, whatever. I remember one time after class, he's like, can I be honest with you? And I don't remember the conversation word for word, but I was like, yeah, like what's up? He's like, I feel like you're wasting your time with this person. Like, don't you, like, you're wasting your college years by being in a serious relationship. I was like, what? Like, he's like, I mean, are you even gonna marry this person? Like, you just, like, you should be traveling and living your life and dating around. I'm like, but I don't want to do all that. Like, he said this to me, a guy. I'm like, why are you telling me this?
Because he wanted to get in your pantalones. That's why. That's why, girl.
Maybe. I don't know. But it was just like, dude, what the hell? Like, who are you to... And ever since that, I was like, no, like, we're not friends. Bye.
Yeah, no, he definitely wanted to sleep with you, Kathy.
Probably.
Definitely. Definitely.
But like, what the hell? Like, who are you to say shit?
Yeah, no, no one has ever told me that in college. Actually, fun fact, my freshman year roommate, she was in a very serious relationship too.
Oh, yeah?
She was. So it was just very, I mean, I wish I was still friends with her because she was so sweet. But anyways.
And then I just remembered one thing. I became friends with this girl in EOF, and her and I were very like inseparable. And then when I started dating Blue, she was very like against the relationship, which surprised me because in the beginning she was like, oh my gosh, he's so cute. Like, you need to get his number. Like, he's really, really cute. But then she found out that he had a son, and she was like, oh no, he's not for you. And we're not friends because of that. Like, we're not friends, me and her, because she did not support my relationship with Blue because he has a son. Like, that's not a friend.
That's not a friend.
That's not a friend. And it's funny, like, some people ask me, like, oh, like, do you still talk to her? I'm like, no.
No, because she wasn't supportive.
Exactly.
It's just crazy how you look back at friendships and it's like, wow, like, I don't think I ever wish I was still friends or like talking with someone. And I talk about this with Abe all the time when I look back, and I'm like, dang, I really only had like 2 friends. They're moms. They're busy with their career. They're trying to excel in their career. So it's like sometimes I feel lonely. And then I think of like other people, or I think of Abe. I was like, you kind of don't have friends either because they're either dads or they're trying to excel in their career. And I'm like, it kind of is sad that we don't have friends that we can easily meet up with. We can easily say, come on over, because it's just hard having kids.
Yeah.
And then they're also like in like different areas. So it takes time to plan. We can't just be like, hey, I'm not doing anything. Can I show up to your house? Like, we really have to plan all that because you need a diaper bag, the meals. It's just so much to get done. Like, I have a play date with my cousin and her son for June 1st. How much you want to bet we're gonna have to like reschedule that because something is gonna happen?
No, I totally get it. It's hard. I know we wanted to like touch on that, like maintaining friendships once becoming a mom. Like, that shit is fucking hard. And I was at a place last year, postpartum. This is what I wanted to also talk about earlier. I have changed so much this year. Like, I am a completely different person than I was last year. Or was it the year before? Last year and the year before, which I still consider postpartum. Because I was at a very lonely, dark place where I craved friendships. Not just friendships, just like, I guess, interaction with people. And I wanted that relationship with people, and I tried to have that so bad. And now some of those people, some moms, they don't even talk to me, and I'm like, it doesn't even affect me. Whereas last year I would have been like, oh my gosh, like, I'm so sad about this friendship, like, why doesn't she want to hang out with me, or why this, why that? And I'm just like, okay, whatever. Yeah, you don't want to make an effort, fine. Fine. Like, I'm not gonna waste my time and energy for you if you're not gonna do the same. So fine.
Right. Yeah. No, I totally understand that. I think because all I have are like two friends, I'm like, I need to maintain these two friendships, because it's only two if I just decided to cut them off one day because like life is just busy and we go on our own path.
That is true. I think like, about that sometimes
then I have no one. Then I have no one. So it's like these two individuals I need to make time and effort and schedule a play date, or just reach out to them from time to time, even though I know like we're all busy as shit and we don't get back to each other until like the next day. But just sending them memes or like reels,
it's so hard, girl, because
that's communication,
Yeah, it's hard. You're telling me all this, and like, I have some friends like Ariel, but we don't talk on a regular basis. Ariel is very far, and it sucks. Like, we don't talk on a regular basis. Like, I miss having that with someone. And I'm not to be all corny and cheesy, but I'm very grateful for you and like our friendship. Like, I feel like we're like sisters, and it's like, I love how close we've become, and I just love having you in my life. So
same. And I love that I don't want to get so like emotional. I don't want to get emotional. Damn it. Oh my God, no, this is not supposed to happen. Jesus, okay, it's coming. Okay.
Say it.
So I just love that we're also family.
I know.
I think it makes things like 1,000
like, but you can't go anywhere.
better. It's like, now you're stuck with me.
I know, it's so cool. Sometimes I forget that, like.
Oh no, I don't forget. I'm she's my cousin.
Yeah. No, but it's like funny that Abraham's my cousin.
I know. So I am definitely grateful that we come together all the time to work on this podcast, to talk about like, God damn it, these kids stole the food that I made with so much love. They couldn't eat this, and so I just love that we able to like have that. And then I also love that we low-key can be like, this is what happened in the family.
Oh yeah, I know. Like, did you hear about this?
Did you hear? I heard this too. I don't know.
Oh gosh, that is hilarious.
They're going to DR again?
Yeah,
Wow.
wow.
For what?
Right.
Or sometimes when we hang out, it's just us, so no other people. And I'm like,
Yeah.
okay, it's just us.
Speaking of DR, did you hear? My mom didn't end up going because she had COVID.
That's what your aunt said. I was
Yo,
like,
she had COVID,
I'm
pobrecita.
like, who gave her
I
COVID
don't know.
again? I'm like,
Again.
again. That poor girl is always getting COVID.
I know, and she's the one that's like vaccinated the most. She's always on top with the boosters and shit.
Dang. That's crazy.
I know. I felt
That's
so.
crazy.
She was like really heartbroken because she wanted to see her
Oh,
mom.
yeah. Right. Yeah. Well, at least their superstition didn't like happen.
Oh yeah.
You know, them flying the same. So just for a reference, her mom and her aunt don't like to take the same plane, same flight when they visit DR because they're like, if God forbid if anything happens, like you have to take over the family and this.
They always have to go on separate planes. I don't know. They're weird.
Yeah. But we're like, we're old enough. No, still.
Yeah.
She actually recently told me that in horror culture, I don't know if this is like everyone, but in horror culture, the child does not leave the home until they get married or they are like very successful.
I think it's like in a lot of Hispanic cultures and like Italians too.
Yeah, like I feel like that's just, that worldwide.
I mean, I wouldn't say worldwide, but in a lot of countries.
A lot of like, in a lot of countries. Maybe not America.
Not in America.
Married out everywhere outside of America.
Yeah.
But yeah, when she like said that, I was like, now it makes sense why you guys don't want to take the same plane. I get it now.
Yeah, girl.
I get it now. But most of us are just like old enough now, so it's kind of just like,
Yeah. I don't know.
I think the only one we really have to worry about is your sister, because she's the only minor. If you think about it,
Yeah, because Jasmine's about to be 18 soon.
Yeah, and she's going off to college.
Yeah, oh, it's crazy.
Next
everybody's
fall,
growing up.
Everyone's growing up, going their own way. It's so sad.
That's life.
Oh man, it is life. But I had a thought, and I had forgot what it was.
Friends, maintaining friends, moms.
It was. Oh, there is one single, childless friend that I would love to like build a bond with, and it's one of my husband's friends.
Okay, I know who you're talking about.
So yeah, that girl is funny, and she lives close by. That I'm pretty sure I can say like,
really?
Hey, if you want to chill. Yeah, they're like 20 minutes away at most.
But like, I didn't know they moved down there.
Who are you talking about?
Maria?
Oh God, no, she's still in Jersey City. I would love if they were close by, but I think they love like the city life.
What other?
I think.
Who else are you friends?
Do you know his friend Nick?
No.
Nick and Rebecca. I've
never.
They've been to the wedding, to my housewarming party. I just don't think you guys. I know Blue knows who Nick is because Nick was there at the bachelor party. Nick, he used to be like in the army, or I think ROTC, very muscular Puerto Rican.
It sounds familiar. He sounds familiar.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So, wow, I just stated his whole life.
Yeah. We're just airing out everybody's business on this episode.
Airing out business. Yeah. But yeah, I would love to have more of a friendship with her. And we used to hang out all the time with them when we weren't parents.
Okay. Are they parents?
No, they're not. I think they're trying to find a home. And I know they don't mind hanging out with us with the kids, but we're just like, it doesn't make sense for them to come over, for us to go over there. And like, we have to pay have to put our focus with like kids. It's different when like, we're everyone's parents. It's like, okay, the men can go eat their lunch first while we maintain the kids, and then we can like switch. It's hard, and I think we did that once, and I think ultimately, I think the kids ended up being on their screens just for us to have just a little bit of adult time. And at that point, I'm like, it just doesn't make any sense.
Yeah.
So I feel bad that I can't hang out with her because I actually really do like her. You know, she's very bubbly, very fun.
Oh, I love that.
She's very go with the flow. She loves eating food just like me. So it's never like,
well, maybe one day like you and her can have like a little girls day, you know?
Maybe, but then I think about how this house used to get situated and all this fucking shit. But I told Abraham, I'm like, listen, once the basement is done, I want us to have boys' night.
Okay.
I want Nick and Rebecca to come over, and like it would be a little bit more manageable.
Yeah. Okay.
So
Good.
I'm excited.
Yes.
I'm excited for that when our basement is done because I just feel like it's gonna open up more opportunities for Abe's friends to like come over and for us to hang out, you know.
I hear you.
Because then the boys can go downstairs, play pool, and the girls can be upstairs. My kids are now old enough where I'm like, go play with something. I can like divide my attention
for
left
sure.
and right.
Well, I'm excited for the basement. I can't wait.
I'm so excited for the basement. I'll keep everyone updated. Yeah. Tomorrow we start, so
fun.
So yeah. But I did want to ask you questions because we are talking about friendships. How does Blue maintain friendships? Does he have friends?
He does. So Blue's someone that has always had friends, but I think as he, you know, we got married, we have kids. A lot of his friends like don't really reach out anymore. Like just or I would say vice versa. Like it's just really hard to maintain those friendships because especially when they don't have kids. So I don't think he maintains them, but there are a handful like Ryan, you know, Ryan and Amaris. Ryan is his best friend. Like, they call each other. Like, who does that all the time?
Oh, that's so cute.
Like, they talk on the phone.
I don't even call my friend.
They talk on the phone. They went to Germany together. Like, that's his that's his boy. Yeah. He has a few older friends from when he volunteered at the brewery in Cranford, and he has maintained those friendships. But he's like I don't really like, I'm good with just what I have. Like, all I gotta worry is about you and Grayson and Joelle. Like, that's what makes me happy. I don't really have time for
anyone else. I think Abraham's like the same way. He actually made a friend when he went to that Miami trip. And I'm like so happy he finally found a friend.
That's nice.
In his company because it's hard when you work from home.
That too. Yeah,
you don't really make friends because you are working from home, and that's where some people they meet their lifelong friends is at work. So when you work from home, you know the opportunity for you to make friends and build connections are very slim. So when he made this friend in Miami, found out they go to the same location for work, cool. He's like, yo, like hit me up and let me know if you're gonna go here or there, and I will meet you there. So I love that for him.
That's awesome.
The two other friends that Abraham had from his previous job, one's a dad and one is like Nick. So they try to go on these like manly dates and go to like on the Brazilian steakhouse. And that's how they maintain their friendship. Gotcha. I want to say they go like 3 times a year, and I think that's so cute.
That is cute. Also, real quick, guys are way different than girls. So like, I was just saying, like, Blue has these, I guess you could say, childhood friends. Like, the friendships have kind of drifted apart. But let's say one of them were to hit him up, like, hey, let's hang out tomorrow or next week. You'd be like, oh yeah, and then they pick up wherever they left off. Like, girls, we can't. It's not like that.
It's not like that. I don't know why and Abraham says that all the time. He's like, you girls are weird. Like, why can't you just be like, yeah, sure, let's hang. I'm like,
I don't want to waste my energy. Yeah.
I don't want to waste my energy.
Yeah. Why am I going to waste my energy on one day to hang out with this person if I'm not going to see them for another 5 years?
Right.
And that's not an exaggeration. Like,
no, I get you.
That is not an exaggeration. Like, dead ass, 5 years.
Right, or why am I gonna drive all the way down to like a cookie swap party when like I'm tired of shit? Like, thank you for the invite, but I am fucking tired to drive an hour for a cookie swap party at nighttime. And then I need to drive back at night, which my eyesight is like, no, it does not sound fun.
No, that don't sound
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I don't think she listens to it. But if she does,
sorry.
I'm sorry. Thanks for the invite. But no, I'm a mom. If I could bring my daughter, I don't want to.
Yeah, especially at night.
Like, especially at night when it's supposed to be like a girl's thing. Like, I don't know. No. It's just hard. It's just hard.
And then another thing I just thought of, in the future, like if we were to move far from our, family, I always tell Blue, I was like, but okay, if we move far away, like what are we gonna do about friends and stuff? And he's like, we can make friends anywhere. Like that's his mentality.
That is true.
And he's like, if people want to take the time to visit us, they will, and if not, like I don't care.
Exactly. Like the two friends that I had, I told them, I was like, yeah, I think I might be moving to like Central Jersey. They're like, it's fine. It's not gonna ruin our friendship. We can like visit each other for like the weekends and stuff. Like we'll make it work. And I'm like,
thank you. Yeah.
Those are friends you want to keep in your back pocket, because that just shows me they want to make that effort. They want to do everything. Heck, I have my one friend, Jay Hota, that she will text me like randomly, because we went from talking almost every day to like maybe talking like once a week.
Yeah, if
not even if that. And there's times she's like, listen, I'm sorry. I just been like, she apologizes.
Yeah, I love
for not being a good friend. I'm like, girl, I'm busy too. It's not just you. It's me. You have to understand. But it's nice. I've lived your life.
It's nice that she can acknowledge that.
Right.
Right. Not a lot of people can do that.
Not a lot of people can do that. And not a lot of people want to do that, because they think, well, I reached out, so you should reach out too. And it's like, that's not always the case.
Yeah.
But I have the other friend, she's like, girl, I know I haven't texted you in a long time, but shit's been real here. Let me give you a quick update in my life. And I'm just like reading it. I'm like, damn, girl.
Yeah.
Go to sleep.
Yeah.
Take a rest. We'll hang out some other time. It's really no big deal. But yeah. We'll get there.
Yeah.
I tell myself once the kids are older, maybe I can be friends with their mom's friends.
Yeah. Like once you're like involved in like the schools and stuff, and PTOs, is that a thing anymore? I don't know.
PTA, yes.
Yeah,
PTA,
you're going to be a PTA mom, I'm sure.
No, I'm not. Oh, no, thank you. First of all, PTA moms. That is a lot of work and responsibility that they need to handle. That is not for me. I do not want that responsibility.
I want to be a PTA.
Good luck. It's a lot of responsibility.
I know.
I thought I would. I want to be involved in the PTA. I don't know if it's because I'm just tired. I'm just like, absolutely not.
Yeah.
But all the emails that I get, I'm like, wow, that's actually a great idea. Yeah. It's a lot of work
because they have all the time and shit.
You have to call out to places to see if they're willing to like work with you.
Yeah, you're right.
Do some quick. It's a lot of work.
Yeah, no, you're right.
But they really do a good job. They really do a good job, and I'm sure they're all friends. And like, oh, we're involved in the PTA, but
let's go to brunch.
Right. Like, we need to discuss this. Maybe let's go to happy hour. No,
that sounds nice.
Maybe I should join PTA. I can get some friends that are close by.
Oh man.
Oh goodness. But yeah.
But
I feel like that.
Do you moms, are you on the same boat as us? Like, do you struggle with maintaining friendships or even making friends? Because I know that's really hard.
Yeah.
I tried to do that at the park the other day. Oh, well, we went to the park, me and Grace, and just him. I was like, oh, maybe I'll take this opportunity. Maybe I'll meet a mom or two. But it was all nannies. It was all nannies. I'm pretty sure I was like the only mom there at that park. Yeah. I mean, I'm sure I could become friends with the nannies, but like, I don't know.
Yeah. When I go to the park, I'm just I don't want to be friends. So I'm also awkward too. I'm like,
I'm awkward as shit.
I don't want new friends because that's a lot of work to maintain it. So I just go, hi, how are you? And I just like,
actually,
me.
I say I'm awkward, but I feel like I'm always...
You're not.
I always, like... I could be a talker if I want to. Like, I'll strike up conversation.
Yeah.
But
I definitely can. I'm just like,
hey.
I'm awkward. There was one time I asked someone if they enjoy... This is terrible.
It's okay. Say, I want to hear it.
No, it's really bad. I asked them because it was like so awkward that they were there, and I was like trying to be nice, trying to make a conversation. I was like, and we were at a funeral, and I said, "Do you like coming to funerals?" That's bad. That's how awkward I am. So sometimes I'm like, it's best if I just shut the fuck up and not say anything. And that lives rent free in my head. I'm like, remember that time you asked this girl?
That is hilarious, Amaris.
And mind you, it was my grandmother's funeral too. So like, obviously I was heartbroken. And like I asked her that, and I said it like, I was like, do you like going to funerals? Conversation.
Stop. That's worse than being like, oh, it's nice outside. How's the weather? That's the worst one I've ever heard. Oh my god, that is hilarious. That is so funny.
So I'm just really awkward.
But hey, that's what really makes awkward. You, Amaris. Like,
true that.
If you came up
now, I don't care.
If you came up to me during a funeral and you said that shit to me, I'd be cracking up. I'd be like, I want to be friends with this girl because she's weird, and I like that.
I love weird people too. I really do love them because I feel comfortable with them. They're not gonna judge me. They're not gonna, be anything with me, but just be like, girl, you funny.
Mm-hmm. I said everything I needed to say, I think.
Yeah, I think I said what I needed to say.
I don't want to air out more names.
I know, maybe we should block them.
I'll think about it. Maybe not.
You're like, that sounds like a lot of work.
Yeah.
All right, guys, that's all the time we have today. Let us know what you thought about this episode. Give us a review, give us a rating, follow us and subscribe to our YouTube channel, our Instagram, and our TikToks. I think that's all. That's all we have. I had a brain fart. So bye.
Bye, guys.